Stop recording.
Hey you guys, I'm back with another video. So, I was supposed to make this video, oh my god. Ooh. Maybe like 3 days ago. But I wanted to really, what's the word I'm looking, I wanted it to marinate a little bit more and for me to really sit down and think about what I was going to say once I told this story. And you guys, this story really gagged me. Gagged me. And made me really think about a lot of things and why I made a lot of decisions in my life early on for a lot of things. So let's jump right into it. So the other day, my best friend, my brother, I'm not gonna mention any names because I don't know who watches these videos. I don't want. Let me tell you something. I don't want any of this. They don't want any of the smoke from me. I'm doing this because they don't want any of it from me. Because I will windmill you, even though I am blind. I am completely blind. Yes, Mr. Siamese, the blind bandit, is blind. But I will still windmill you into a parking spot. So to avoid a windmill session from me, I'm not gonna mention any names. So let's jump right back into it. So my best friend, my brother, calls me the other day, and he's like, "Girl, I gotta give you some tea, girl. It's gonna gag you." And I'm like, "Oh shit, what happened?" Like I'm like, "Oh girl, what happened? What happened, girl? What happened? Spill it." Girl, what you doing? Making the tea still over there, girl? Pour the tea. So he was like, "AJ, like, I'm telling you, this is really gonna gag you. And I really wanna know what your honest opinion is." And I'm like, "Okay, well just, tell me what's going on." So he tells me he was hanging out at a friend's house the other night, which he shouldn't have been doing with this COVID-19 running rampant around here, but that's neither here nor there. He said they were all hanging out at one of their friends' house the other night, and they just decided to get drunk. So him and my niece and this boy, I guess they were all hanging out in a little section by themselves, and they were getting, white girl wasted. And when you get drunk, you start to loosen up. You start to not really care about a lot of things. It's not that you can't control it. You just don't care. You're just carefree as liquid courage. Liquor is liquid courage. Excuse me. So he said the boy started spilling his guts, and I'm like, oh wow, that's usually not a good thing. Like it's usually when people tell all their deep, darkest secrets and they don't even, really care about, who hears it. So he tells my best friend, my brother, that when he was in a 10-year relationship with his now ex-boyfriend, he was having sex with his now ex-boyfriend's best friend for 7 of those 10 years, 7.5 of those 10 years. I gagged. I gagged. Do you hear me? I immediately went, oh my God. Oh my God. And he was like, yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. And, he was just like, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I feel bad. I feel like that's really nasty. And because I went off the deep end. And this is what I told him, almost word for word. I said, that shit is disgusting as fuck. That's nasty as fuck. That's grimy as fuck. And that's why I don't fuck with a lot of gay, well, I said punks. Because I'm gay and I can use those words. I said that's why I always made a conscious decision to be very particular and strategic with what punks I let in my life and in my circle, because I knew the cost I would pay if I let the wrong people into my life. And I told him I can't even imagine finding something like that out. And he was like, oh wait, the ex doesn't know. Just wrap my coffin with a bow. Why won't you? Just wrap my fucking coffin with a bow. Blow me, bitch. Blow me, bitch. I was like, blow me. Are you fucking kidding me? I was like, what are you going to do? He was like, well, I'm not going to be the one to spill that type of tea because I would be in the middle. I said, you're right. You can't, if you don't want any of that smoke or to be in the middle of that, you better not say a word about any of that to like anybody. You or my niece who heard the same conversation. You guys better not say anything because you guys will be in the middle of that messy situation, because that is going to be a messy situation. Let me tell you something. When that guy finds that out, and the bad thing is like the ex and the guy who, the ex and the best friend are still best friends. The ex has no idea that his best friend was fucking his boyfriend for 7.5 years of the 10 years that they were 10, almost 11 years they were together. When that ex finds out, he's going to be crushed. You guys out there in YouTube land, just imagine for a second, right? That your best friend that you've been best friends with forever, since you guys were kind of like probably in middle school. And this is what I heard. They were best friends since they were like in middle school. You know, they went from children best friends to adult best friends. So this is a lot of years of friendship, love, secrets. Because I know my best friend, my girl best friend, she knows things about me, girl, that she better take to her fucking grave. And I know things about her that she better take to her grave. And if she doesn't take my secrets to her grave, I'm still going to take hers to my grave, because that's the type of person I am. But imagine that best friend, right? And you get in a relationship, and you're in a serious relationship for 10, 11 years, right? You know, in that 10, 11 years, you have went to your best friend about the good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the pretty, the nasty, all the things in your relationship. Because that's what you do when you're in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, you go to your best friend and you guys vent and talk to each other about the things that are going on in your life, including your relationship, right? Then you find out your best friend was fucking your boyfriend 7 of the years that you guys were together. That's more than half. That would drive me to kill someone. Like, I would be thinking that every time you walked out my door, when we got into a fight, every time we had an argument, every time something went bad in our relationship, you walked out. Or me and you decided to take a break for a while. Were you fucking him? Were you having sex with my best friend? Every time we got to a little spat, anytime you said that you were at your homeboy's house, you were actually at my best friend's house fucking him and letting him fuck you. How would you feel? That would drive me crazy. It would take my mind to places. It would take me back to situations. And it would make me look at my ex's relationship with my best friend and kind of look and see, did I miss any of those red flags that something maybe was going on? Did you guys laugh too hard at one another's jokes when someone told a joke? Did you guys play around and touch each other inappropriately? And I just thought it was, all fun and games and stuff like that. That would really wreck my mind. I don't know how I'm side-eyeing that best friend more than I'm side-eyeing the ex. I'm side-eyeing the both of them. And I think both of them are nasty, disgusting, grimy, no soul, no heart ass people. Because for you to do that, the common denominator in you guys' relationship was the boy who doesn't know. The best friend, you were best friends with this boy. We're going to call this boy B. We're going to call the boyfriend B. We're going to call the ex DJ. And we're going to call the best friend Poof. And if my best friend sees this, he's going to know exactly why I named them all of those things. So I'm side-eyeing both Poof and, I forgot what I said I was going to call him. Let's call him the slutty vegan. I'm side-eyeing Poof and the slutty vegan because the common denominator in you guys' relationship was B. Right? And you guys should have had more respect for B not to do that. But you guys did. And you did it behind his back. And then you guys continued to do it. I'm not going to say once or twice something. You guys are hanging out. You guys are, get drinking, smoking, do whatever you guys do, recreational drugs you guys do, and something happens once or even twice. Those are mistakes. But for 7 fucking years, that's not a mistake. That is something you guys really wanted to do because it was consistent. For 7 years, you guys slept with each other behind B's back. Poof and Slutty Vegan, you guys are disgusting people. Really disgusting, horrible people. The things people do for sex is just mind-blowing sometimes. Like, I've had my share of casual sex. I've had my share of having sex with, people and stuff like that. But I've never slept with any of my friends' ex-boyfriends or slept with my friend's boyfriend that they were currently having, they're currently having sex with and currently dating. I've never had sex with any of my friends, people that they talk to, like none of that. Because, I just never did it because that's disgusting. Why would you want to have sex with someone that your best friend was having sex with? Why would you want to have sex with someone that your best friend was talking to or dating or anything like that? Because you know that person, but you know that person because of your best friend or your just friend, like someone you just call a friend, let alone your best friend. Oh my God. And I told my best friend, I'm like, listen, this is why I didn't surround myself with a lot of gays. Not bashing the gays, because I am also a gay. I'm a part of the LGBT community. But us gays, we know what I'm talking about. And it's not just the gays, it's with heterosexual people too. Don't surround yourself with people that you can't trust, that are people that do things to other people that are not right and wrong and barbaric. And you think they're not going to do the exact same thing to you. They're going to do the exact same thing to you because those people, type of people, cannot control their urges, especially sexually. The thing that men will do for sex is mind-blowing. The things I've heard men say they have done just to get pussy or just to get some ass is mind-blowing. Like, people will do just about anything, including killing someone to get some ass. And it's really kind of bad in the gay community. I can only talk about the gay community because I only represent the gay community. I don't represent the heterosexual community. But I know the same thing goes on in the heterosexual community too. So, sorry you guys, I keep getting the hiccups. I don't know. So with the gay, it runs rampant because we're guys. We're all guys at the end of the day. We're all guys at the end of the day, and we all have needs and urges. And it's about really controlling those cravings and those urges, not to go out there and do something that could potentially hurt your friend or someone that you know. Like, how could you do that to your best friend for 7 years? How? How could you look your best friend in the face and know that you're having sex with his boyfriend? How? How could you do that? How could you openly do that with no conscience? You're still that boy's best friend. You're still in his face. You're still listening to the conversation. And you're still engaging in conversation with him about the boy. And you're having sex with him. How could you do that? Any normal person with feelings or just feel things for people, any empathy or sympathy for people, how could you do that? Were the urges for sex worth ruining your lifelong friendship if B finds out? Was it worth it? Was the sex worth it? Was the sex spectacular? In my Keely Williams voice, the sex was spectacular. Was it that spectacular that you would ruin your lifelong friendship over? Let me tell you, there is nobody out there, nobody. There is no sex, there's no dick, there is no ass, there's no ball sack, there is no mouth, there's no throat that is worth me ruining my lifelong friendship with my best friend over. None. Nobody. There's nobody out there that would make me cheat, make me sleep with them to ruin my lifelong friendship with my people that I'm best friends with. My best friends, I could never do that. Like, I could never do that to them with a conscience, with a clear conscience. And that's why I went celibate for those exact type of reasons. I didn't want to one day get in a situation like that. That's why I'm celibate today. 4 years I've been celibate. I went on a journey to become celibate to really find out who I was as a person, to see if I could control my sexual urges, to see if I could control my body and control what I did. And I mastered that. I mastered that, to control my sexual cravings and the people I was doing things with. I control all that now. And I wish a lot of my gays would go on a celibate diet for 6 months to really just cleanse themselves of all that and just really get to know their body and who they are and see if they can control all those things. It took me 6 months. That's it. To start to be able to control my sexual urges, to control not having sex with people that I really didn't like. One of my favorite YouTube people, I just watched one of his videos. His name is Trudeau. I think his name is Travel Hawk on YouTube. He read a quote from Frank Ocean from a song called Unity. And it said, I wouldn't ask him for advice or sleep with someone or fuck someone I wouldn't want to be. And that really struck me, because that was one of the reasons why I stopped having sex. It's the reason why I went celibate, because I was tired of having sex with people who I wouldn't be in a million years. I wouldn't be those people if they paid me. I have, all of my sexual career, I've only had sex with boys that were on the DL. And I would never want to live that type of life, out there pretending you like girls. And maybe you do, but you definitely like guys too. Maybe you do like girls. But a lot of the ones I dealt with didn't particularly like girls. They only did it for an image, or they did it because they didn't want people to think that they liked guys, even though they did. Because once you have sex with a guy, once you get some head from a guy, you like guys. You're into that. And I didn't want to continue having sex with people like that, and I wouldn't want to be them in a million years. I couldn't imagine living a life, my whole life, living my life a whole lie. When I'm dating girls, I've married a woman, I have children, but my heart is with a guy. I couldn't imagine living my life like that. And I know a couple of people like that, and it's really, really sad. It's really sad. You are willing to risk and ruin someone else's life behind trying to hide this one little secret about yourself that people today, sorry you guys, I have like holes in my eyes because every time I close my eyes, I usually have my eyes closed. I wash my face for you guys who are going to come for me. But, I have my eyes closed a lot of the time because I'm blind. But I do have them open sometimes. But I wouldn't want to do that. You're gonna ruin someone else's life just to keep one little secret about yourself, and you have to keep doing that and keep doing it and keep hiding and keep suppressing who you are as a person at your core. I didn't want to live that life, so that was one of the reasons why I stopped having sex, because I was really only having sex with DL men. I've only had sex with 2 guys that were out gay. 2. Only 2. Everyone else was heterosexual. Or they say they were heterosexual. So that was one of the reasons why I went celibate. And it just makes me really thankful that I made that decision, that I was mature enough to make that decision for me. To, get to learn my body, get to learn how I can control things and how I am in control of me. You have to be in control of you. A lot of people are not in control of them, and they let their sexual urges take over. And that story really gagged me, and it made me think why I didn't have a lot of gay friends, and I didn't let a lot of the gays penetrate my life that way. I was very strategic and very particular what gay boys I let in my life, and I'm very glad that I made those decisions because I saved myself a lot of heartache. I'm not bashing the gay boys. I love gay boys because I'm a gay boy. I'm a gay man. I love my gays. I do. But as far as having them in my personal life, I had to limit that and strategically let those people into my life. The gays that are in my life now, I could trust them. You know what I mean? I could trust them while my man. I could trust them, I could trust that they wouldn't sleep with my man for 7 years and not tell me. Shit, at least if you guys are going to sleep together, at least let me come and sleep with you guys too. Damn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my God. But I just had to come and tell that story time because that shit gagged me. And for all of you people who've gone through that out there, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that you had to go through that. My heart is really going to go out to B when he found out that Slutty Vegan and Poof were out there having sex for 7 of the 10 years they were together. It is going to crush him. And I will definitely be there if he needs somebody to talk to. Because I couldn't imagine. Like, I could not imagine. But I just want to come and tell you guys that little story time. Please like and subscribe to my channel. You know I'm trying to grow my channel. Like the impressive channel. I want to grow my channel. I want you guys to come into my life. I want you guys to hear the things that I go through. I want you guys to come do me. Well, not do me literally, but I want you guys to come and watch my videos because they're very interesting and I'm blind. Isn't that interesting enough? I'm blind. I got one gray eye. I got one brown eye. I'm like a Siamese cat. Call me Denim X, a.k.a. the Blind Bandit, a.k.a. the Siamese Lightning Bolt. Yes, I like that. The Siamese Lightning Bolt. Yes, gag. But I love you guys. See you guys later. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, share my videos to people who it's appropriate for. Don't show any kids these videos, please. Because I curse a lot and I say fuck and shit a lot, you know. But I love you guys. See you guys later. Bye. Stop recording.